Welcome back to another edition of Talk Nerdy to Me. I am your host, Troy Stegner. I'm going to ask you real quick, do me a favor, subscribe. It helps with the metrics, allows us to do videos like this for you guys for free. That being said, with pandering out of the way, looky, comic bookie. We have the newest installment of the Batman Fortnite Zeropoint, issue 3. You might recognize that dude behind Batman. G.I. Joe fans? That's Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is going to be in it. I guess they got permission to use Snake Eyes IDW. Maybe it was from all the Batman Ninja Turtles things, crossovers they had. They had some kind of agreement that, yeah, Snake Eyes is in here. And if you watched my other 2 reviews for Zeropoint, you saw that I was really surprised at how good the story is. This one, I'm loving this story, man. I didn't think I would. I thought it was just a little gimmick to sell comic books because of Fortnite. But it's a really good story. If you read the first 2, Batman and Catwoman and Harley got sucked into the Fortnite world. And then Batman is, you see Harley, she's off doing her thing. She's fully into the whole Fortnite thing, just killing people. Batman and Catwoman kind of recognize each other. Every 22 minutes when the loop resets, Batman's always leaving himself notes, so he's kind of figuring it out little by little. They finally figure out, by in issue 2, that there can be only one person at the end in the center of the storm. Otherwise, it just resets. If you're the one person, I guess, at the center of the storm when it ends, then you get taken out of the game, out of the loop. And he kind of gets and they can't talk to each other. They can't use their voices, so they're using sign language and writing and other things to get their point across. So he gets Catwoman, he convinces her. They're the last 2 on that one loop, and he convinced her, take me out, I'll reset, don't worry about it, but then you'll be fine, you'll get pulled out. And she does. And that was the end of issue 2. So issue 3, you see a lot of the Batman fighting scenes, and it's a lot of inter-office memo stuff going on, and they're, acquisitions is talking to archives, they can't figure out, they're trying to slow Batman down from getting to the center at the end and being taken out of the game. For some reason, they need to keep him in there. They're trying to slow him down, and everything they've thrown at him, he just has an answer for. He comes back with, and he starts going through these guys even faster. And there's a picture of the bat wings, the bat glider, which was the free code. And every one of them has a code that you can use in game if you play Fortnite and get some special item. And if you get all 6 of the special items, you get the Ultra Batman Mega Suit. So, like this inter-office memos they're going back and forth, talking to each other, saying, hey, we can't slow him down. Can you do something? Can you bring something in that's going to slow him down? Well, they do, and of course, the spoilers, the cover is the spoiler. They bring in Snake Eyes. So Snake Eyes is the one thing that is kind of slowing him down. Every time the loop pops up, I don't know how many iterations of the loop they go through, but obviously it's a lot because, he's talking about he sent video clips out of all the best fighting, and it gets to one point, and with the fighting, that all the other characters, the Fortnite characters, they just stop fighting, man. They start watching those 2 fight. In fact, the one dude over here has got a slushie he's drinking, watching them 2 have epic duels. So I guess they are very evenly matched, and they usually end up fighting for the whole 22 minutes, and neither one of them can get to the center. But they started noticing that when you reset, your memories go, So they don't remember what happened in the other iterations, but the emotions stay. And so they start asking, hey, is respect an emotion? Because these guys are starting to looks like they're starting to respect each other with their fighting styles and everything else. And it gets to the point where Snake Eyes was getting ready to fall off of I guess it's not a cliff, but off the top of the hill here. Batman grabs him, saves him. And at that point, they kind of make that connection. And, he's saying, hey, these guys are communicating with some kind of sign language, but they're from two different origin points. They shouldn't be able to communicate that way, but they are able to get their idea across. And Batman must have communicated to him that, hey, whoever's in the center of the storm at the reset time, if they're the only one left, then they get taken out of the game. So he kind of, Snake Eyes, who has not been there as long as Batman, kind of lets Batman be the last one, and he walks back into the storm, so that when they hit the reset point, Batman is pulled out of the game, out of the loop. And this last page, it kills me, because I told you Catwoman got pulled out already, and now Batman's got pulled out. And he gets pulled out, and he's face to face with Deathstroke, who has Catwoman dead to rights. Tells him, don't move or I'll kill her. And to be continued. So I'm really interested to see what this loop organization is, and why did they have Batman? Why did they pull in Deathstroke? Why is Deathstroke part of the loop? I don't know. Harley's still in there. She's still in the game. And Snake Eyes still in there. So we'll see if they figure it out and get out. But right now, Batman is faced with trying to save Catwoman somehow from Deathstroke. A lot of questions. It's starting to tie it all together, like why he was pulled in there in the first place. I want to find out, and we will find out. This and the code in this one, you get the grappling hook, the back grapple. And it's behind a sticker, so if somebody tries to your local comic book store tries to peel it off and use the code for themselves, you'll know, because that sticker won't be there, and I'm pretty sure it won't. You can't re-stick it back to the page, and you'll know too if you try to log in and it tells you that code's already been used. Really happy with this story. I couldn't have been more wrong before I read the first one. Batman Fortnite Zeropoint. I like the story. I'm digging it. I don't play Fortnite, so the codes do nothing for me. I'm sure they're pretty cool items to have in the game, and I'm sure that Batman suit that you get when you get all 6 of them is going to be pretty spectacular. Subscribe to this one, man. It's a limited series too. I think it's only 5 or 6 issues, so it's over halfway done probably. I really, it's got me wanting. I'm kind of glad it's coming out like every other week. I really can't wait to see what's going on in this. I want to see how they get a resolution on this. This is how I imagine Batman would actually be if you pulled him into Fortnite. With his detective sleuthing abilities to figure it out. Even though he can't have, his memories don't come with the resets, he's smart enough to leave himself notes. And he figured out enough that him and Catwoman got out of the game. Subscribe, man. It's good. Batman Fortnite Zeropoint. That's issue number 3. That was my review. And if you like this review and you'd like to see more like it, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. It helps us out. And while you're at it, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified whenever we put up a new video. And until you see that new video, later, nerds.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG?